Bruno forges on, unflappable.
I feel very confident. I've got the power, the timing. The time is right to beat him. It's peak time.
Though he may never reach the status of world champion, Frank Bruno has won the hearts of his countrymen. It's a plateau most fighters strive for their entire lives.
And on this night of his life, at the age of 28, not having fought, as you see, in 488 days, Frank Bruno exits his dressing room and makes his way toward the ring. As he appears before this crowd, you will hear the cheers of more than 2,000 Englishmen who purchased tickets under the auspices of English promoter Jarvis Astaire, the man who had the original deal to host this fight in Wembley Stadium and who had flown here to root for their man. Some think for only a brief period of time.
I can hardly think of an American athlete who would get that kind of loyal following. But one of the interesting things about that loyal following is that many of them are betting against Tyson in some of the most, against Bruno, in some of the most curious betting I've ever seen. There's virtually no betting on who will win the fight. It's all on when the fight will end. And it's even money to end by the third round. And many Britishers are betting against him.
And this despite the fact that on the two occasions when he has been knocked out, it was in the 10th round against Bone Crusher Smith and the 11th round against Tim Witherspoon.
Of course, everybody remembers the last fight, which was 91 seconds.
And there comes the Gladiator. 242 days, 242 monumentally eventful days have passed in his life since the 91-second destruction of Michael Spinks. And Tyson dispenses with the towel with the hole in the middle of it and comes toward the ring in his typical fashion, already in a full frothing sweat and ready to go.
Well, according to some financial records that were released in some court actions, he spent almost $200,000 on clothes last year, but obviously none of them on sweat socks or robes.
This is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Introducing, in the blue corner, fighting out of London, England, weighing in at 228 pounds, or 16 stone 4 pounds, with a professional record of 32 wins, 2 defeats, with 31 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, he is rated #1 in the world by the WBC. He is the challenger, Frank Bruno. And in the red corner, from Catskill, New York, weighing 15 stone 8 pounds, or 218 pounds, he is undefeated in his professional career, 35 wins, 31 KOs. He is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Okay, listen. I gave both fighters their instructions in the dressing room. I'm cautioning you again. Obey my commands at all times. Is there any questions? Shake hands. Good luck.
This will not be the first time that Mike Tyson and Frank Bruno have faced each other in a boxing ring. When Tyson was 16 years old and Bruno was in this country to fight a boxer named Mike Jamison, they sparred.
The menacing Mike Tyson then in the black shorts against Britain's Frank Bruno. 12 rounds of boxing to decide the destination of the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Big left hook there from Tyson. Bruno hits the floor from a right to the head. Well, referee Richard Steele here giving Frank Bruno the mandatory 8 count. Tyson waits menacingly in the neutral corner. Action continues then in round 1. Mike Tyson absolutely marauding all over Bruno here in this opening session. Bruno, 28 years of age, 6 years older than Mike Tyson. A bit of holding and hitting there from Bruno, but takes a good left hook from Tyson on the inside. Referee Steele there warning Bruno once again for holding. And let's face it, who can blame him? Uppercut left hook there from Bruno. Good punches. And the left elbow there from Tyson, undefeated in 36 professional fights, 32 wins inside the limit. An enormous crowd here at the Hilton in Las Vegas. Second time there that Richard Steele has warned Bruno for holding behind the head. And he does it again straight away. And this is Bruno's big opportunity. A former European champion, never fought for the British title. Again walks through a left hook there from Tyson. Tyson looking disorganised. Well, still they're warning Bruno once again. He cannot hold persistently. And Frank Bruno now bleeding from the nose. Well, 1 point here being taken away from Bruno. Very, very hasty action there from referee Steele. Bruno loses a point then in the first round. And he can ill afford that. Well, lovely uppercut on the inside there from Tyson. Oh, a lovely left hook there from Bruno. Cracking punch. Punch of the fight so far. Landed by the Englishman. Well, the fellow up here just missing by millimetres here from Bruno. Tyson, though, survives that lovely left hook. And Bruno really lands another one. Terrific effort here from Frank Bruno. Mike Tyson, well, slightly less ambitious now. And there's not a great deal left in this opening session, and it's been a hectic round this for both men. Pace has been a bit too hot for Bruno, really. And again, that left elbow there from Tyson. He really is trying to land that. That's no accident. So a bit of replay there for the opening session. And this was Tyson. Lovely right hand there. Good booming right hook there. And Bruno was all at sea. This was in the first 10 seconds, in fact. And then he hit the floor. And there's the same punch. And Bruno did a bit of a limbo dance there. And then got caught very high on the head. Slipped over. And this was the Bruno left hook. Here we go, the round two, 12 rounds of boxing to decide the WBC, WBA and IBF heavyweight championships of the world, all held by Mike Tyson, making the 9th defence overall of his championships, the 6th defence of the Undisputed Championship and the 8th defence of the WBC and WBA. And Tyson coming off some very impressive wins, as is Frank Bruno. Bruno, 32 wins, 2 defeats so far, 28 years of age, from Hammersmith in West London. Mike Tyson, born in the Catskills, but now living in Phoenix, Arizona. And it was a bit of a struggle for these two in the first session. Bruno, they're landing a lovely left hook to the body. And he looks very composed, Frank. Tyson trying to bob underneath those long arms of his and rip away with these short, menacing hooks.
Come on, punch it out there. Great. Step back, step back, step back.
As you can see, Bruno giving away 3 inches in height. And a fair lump in weight as well. I've got to say, we've seen Bruno in much more destructive form than this in previous contests. The way he destroyed Trevor Berbick in a couple of rounds was quite emphatic. The way he beat Michael Spinks, of course, was even more emphatic. And struggling really to find the range here against Bruno. Both men have been out of action for quite some time. So the undefeated Mike Tyson then looking to hang on to his titles. They mean a great deal to him. And again, that left elbow coming in from Tyson, and that's no accident. Don't forget, Bruno had a point deducted in the first round by referee Richard Steele for persistent holding. He also got dead.